So I've talked to some of you that are worried that the 5-minute social method will be difficult to implement, but actually it might be the easiest system you've ever encountered. I mean, I get it. I'm here telling you, I want to cut your social media workload by up to 80% without losing results and maybe getting more results. You figure that's got to be overwhelming and complicated, or it sounds like a fairy tale, right? But that's not true at all. If it was complicated, it wouldn't work because, well, when something's hard or overwhelming, what do? We tend to quit as soon as other areas of our business get busy. Here's why this is probably easier to implement than any social media marketing plan you've ever attempted. Because we are taking things away. If I come to you and say, hey, do these 31 things and you'll be successful in your business, it can be a lot, right? But with the 5-minute social method, we're going to remove things instead. And 5 minutes from now, you'll already have the first step that you need to take to implement this in your business. Now, if you haven't watched the last video, I showed you why piecing together a bunch of strategies you've heard work for other people doesn't work for your business. And I introduced why the 5-minute social method will make it easy to customize a plan for your business specifically. So if you're serious about cutting your social media workload by up to 80%, make sure to go back and watch the first video, all right? Let's dive into the first step. And I love this piece so much because I've seen businesses see improvements in their results within 7 to 10 days of doing this. The first piece of the 5-minute social method requires starting at the end and working backward. Now I want to warn you, there's something you should know. The first part is a struggle for some business owners, but the awesome part is once you figure it out, and I can help you, everything else falls into place so easily. Step number 1, figure out what the goal of your social media is going to be, okay? What is the goal of your social media? Now, when I lead a live workshop and I ask business owners what their social media goal is, I'll often hear, oh, my social media goal is to post 3 times a week. But it's really important to have goals that lead to revenue, and posting 3 times a week has never been the reason your company made money. Post 3 times a week is more of a to-do list than a goal. A social media goal is not a to-do list. In fact, it may not even be the same as your business goals or even your marketing goals. These are goals specific to your social media, and without them, you could end up like her. Millions of followers can't even make a few dollars. What's the point of a beautiful Instagram feed if it doesn't make you any money in your business? I'm going to share a list of common social media goals in a second, but you can start by answering this question. How does or how would your business make money without social media? Now think about how social media can enhance that. All right, here are some common social media goals. Top of mind awareness. Obviously, we all want to be top of mind, but some businesses know revenue is directly driven by this. Another common social media goal might be building your email list, lead generation, website traffic, social proof. Again, a page with lots and lots of followers, engagement, that can directly drive revenue for some businesses, especially if you have a higher priced product or service. Building and maintaining relationships, building a community, promoting products. So does your business make money from referrals? Then your social media goal might be to build and maintain relationships with all of your referral partners. Does your website do an awesome job of converting visitors into customers and clients? Then your social media goal might be to drive web traffic. Really think about how social media can drive business. Now, just because you sell things on your website doesn't mean your social media goal should be to drive traffic there. If most people don't buy when they land on your website, obviously there might be some other things that you could do on your website to improve that, but if most visitors don't buy, your social media goal might be to raise awareness about your products or services so that when people do visit, they're already ready to buy. And by the way, your goal may not be on this list. My favorite social media goal story came from a guy, and I don't want to give away what he does, but he's a professional for hire, and his social media goal is to look like he's busy. Seriously, he realized that when people think he's busy, they assume he must be really good at what he does, so they hire him. So in the industry he's in, he only actually works at about 50 dates per year, but every time he has a client meeting, posts a photo, shops for supplies, posts a pic. And it's true, when we see somebody that looks like they're busy, we kind of just assume like, oh, they must be successful. They're always doing all this stuff, right? He's been doing this strategy for 4 years and he's always booked. And don't get me wrong, he's good at his job. If he wasn't, this strategy wouldn't work for very long, at least. I wish social media goals were that easy for all of us. So right now, if you had to name your social media goal, what would it be? Type it in the comments and I can provide some feedback for you, okay? And I know the temptation is, I want all the social media goals. Those all sound good, right? But that won't help you. In a perfect world, you might only have one because you can go all in on it. Sometimes you might have two goals that work together, like lead generation and building and maintaining those relationships. Maybe you have three goals, but I wouldn't have any more than that. Because what happens is you split your focus too many times and all of your results get watered down. All right, once you have your goals, everything you do on social media should be working toward these revenue-driving goals. Do you see how this one simple mindset shift can lead to better results on your social media? And if the things you're doing on social media aren't likely to lead to revenue in some way, what's the point, right? Now, figuring out the goals for your business isn't just popping into your head right away. Don't worry, you're not alone. This can take some figuring out for some businesses. Now, in my upcoming course, the 5-Minute Social Method, we'll be able to work through this for each business owner the way I do in my one-on-one coaching. Let me tell you, once you get this clarity, it completely changes things for you. Like as a business owner, when you realize there are all these things that you've been spending time on for social media that would never lead to revenue, it's awesome to see the relief on your face as you give up those unnecessary tasks. You also realize how much more business can be generated once your social media is aligned with your goals. That's what I want for you. So in the next few days, I'll release more information about the 5-Minute Social Method course and show you exactly what's included. But I want to remind you that I can only teach a small handful of students. So if you are interested in building a plan for your business that could cut your social media workload by up to 80%, make sure to click the link below this video and join the early bird waitlist, because then you'll get access to enroll a day earlier than the general public. Now, having specific social media goals in your business will make a huge difference, but it's only the first piece of the 5-Minute Social Method. In the next video, I'm going to show you the #1 secret to cut your social media workload without sacrificing results. And for some, it'll seem obvious once I say it, but for other people, it makes them very uncomfortable. But it's so important. And once you make this shift in your business, your growth can skyrocket. All right? I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to show you what I've got for you in the next video.